Good day everyone. This is for educational use only. Our group is allowing our instructor, Mr. Roldan Ardinis, to use this as an educational material.
In today's interconnected world, the internet has become an integral part of our daily lives. As a result, online interactions have become increasingly important and influential in shaping our sense of selves. From social media to online forums and video conferencing, the internet offers a multitude of ways for individuals to interact with others. These interactions provide us with opportunities to express ourselves, develop our identities, and receive feedbacks on our ideas and perspectives. However, this constant exposure to others' opinions and expectations can also lead to negative side effects on one's self-confidence and self-esteem. Comparing ourselves to online can lead to feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. In addition, the anonymity provided by online interactions can also lead to cyberbullying and harassment, which can further exacerbate these negative effects on the self. Furthermore, online interactions can also lead to individuals presenting themselves in a way that is not true to their self offline. This can result in a disconnection between one's online persona and their true identity, causing confusion and potentially further harming one's self-esteem. Despite these challenges, online interactions have also the potential to positively impact one's sense of selves. They provide individuals with the ability to connect with like-minded individuals, access resources, and support systems that may not be available on their physical communities.
Connectivity. The advantage of the internet are obvious. With people connected across the globe, in the past, it was possible to communicate only by phone or mail, which took time and cost. It also generally meant just keeping in touch with the people you already know. This has changed drastically with the internet. Online communities that are global in scope have been created by mail and social networking sites, and they have fostered contact between people in countries that we would not have considered possible in the not too distant past. People are spending hours of their time online chatting and on forums, particularly the younger generation. While this may be helpful, it is definitely not the same as natural human contact and does not require the same ability. In order to grow their own interpersonal skills, it is crucial that kids have a sustained friendship. Not only this, people spend much of their time talking online and not mixing in their neighborhoods. It can also determinantly affect on local communities and may contribute to feeling of alienation for those people who do not have real person to turn to in times of need.
Impact of online interaction of the self. Having said that, I firmly believe that this has had a negative impact on social interaction, particularly the younger generation. Many spend hours online conversing and participating in forums. This could be useful, but it's not the same as having face-to-face interaction and doesn't call for the same skill. It is essential that children form and maintain genuine friendship if they are to develop their own interpersonal abilities. In addition, if individuals spend a lot of time conversing online and not interacting with their neighbors, it may be bad for me bad for neighborhood communities and lead to feelings of alienation for those who don't have a real person to turn to in difficult times. People are spending hours of their time online chatting and on forums. Particularly the younger generation, while this may be helpful, it is definitely not the same as actual human contact and does not require the same ability. Furthermore, online interactions can also lead to individuals presenting themselves in a way that is not true to their offline self. This can result in a disconnection between one's online personal and their true identity, causing confusion and potentially further harming, harming one's self-esteem.
Online interaction that promote connection, build relationship, and increased well-being via increased relational closeness and quality growth process such as self-disclosure and social support. Online interaction that do not promote connection are likely to fall prey to disadvantage like social compression or loneliness. Online interaction can be both rewarding and challenging. Students often have preference for online or offline learning interactions and they may select one learning environment over the other for varying reasons.
As technology continues to rapidly advance, individuals and society are profoundly changed. So too are the tools used to measure this universe and therefore our understanding of reality improves. Boundaries of self and reality online examines the idea that technological advances associated with the internet are moving us in multiple domains forward various edges. So these edges range from self to society to relationship and then to the very nature of reality. Boundaries are dissolving and we are redefining the elements of identity. Explorations of the digitally constructed self and the relationship between the individual and technological reality. So, it's important to create limits in regards to who we follow, what sort of content we consume, and how much time we spend on the internet. First and foremost, they're necessary for our safety as dangers, life hacking, and catfishing loom is imperative to set up boundaries to protect our personal data and identity from strangers online, such as increasing our privacy setting or limiting the amount of personal information available on the internet. Aside from safety, boundaries are necessary for maintaining good mental health. Research has indicated that spending too much time on the internet can be linked to heightened anxiety and that excessive social media usage could be linked with depression. A look into the science behind the manufacturing of our technology provides some insight into why this might be. So we have to decide what sort of boundaries we are willing to able to create. This process is different for everyone when approaching social media. For example, you should ask yourself, what am I looking for from this platform? Or do I want to make friends, make professional connections, or fun entertaining content? This question can help you decide what sort of boundaries you need to create and later how you can create them.
Private self versus the public self. A person's private self is the knowledge they are reluctant to share publicly. The public self is how others see an individual in general information, interactions, and actions. The public defines that the public self, but it is the individual's viewpoint on how they see and behave in public. Speaking and activities show the public and private selves. Everyone dreads public and private speaking. Some folks hate public speaking. Because of this avoidance, they may lose valuable opportunities to promote their goods or themselves. The development of authentic speaking has helped people enhance their presenting skills and reduce their anxiety before and during their presentations. For example, it does not teach the individual any other methodology or skill, and it is learned by experience. Ano siya? Authentic speaking requires the speaker to pause and reflect before speaking. When the speaker opens their mouth, they should be calm, comfortable, and mentally alert. Preparation and mental awareness of the speaker's talk is crucial to feel better and prepare for the work ahead. The person should the person should acknowledge the script and rewrite it. This is because the task or conversation greatly influence how the person feels. Confidence in a presentation is also created by physical posture. The presenter may stand tall and proud yet not hide from the audience. People are afraid of public and private speaking because they are self-conscious. Self-consciousness is acute self-awareness. It is a preoccupation with oneself, realizing that an individual entity exists. When someone knows that others are looking at or monitoring them, they may feel uncomfortable, like me. Self-consciousness is sometimes accompanied by paranoia, or shyness. Self-consciousness makes one aware of one's actions, no matter how minor. Such awareness can impair one's ability to perform complex actions. A person, sorry, a person may be shy or introverted if they are constantly self-conscious. Excessive attention to one's look or attitude might be troublesome. Shyness and shame can result in low self-esteem and lack of pride. People come to the most objective understanding of themselves during periods of high self-consciousness, which may impact identity development. Self-consciousness affects people differently. Excuse me, sorry. Some are self-absorbed or continuously self-monitoring, while others are completely unaware of their existence. Public self-consciousness is self-awareness originating from other people's perspectives, whereas private self-consciousness is self-examination. Both forms of consciousness. Both forms of self-consciousness are objective personality qualities that are highly stable throughout time. Public public embarrassment might cause anxiety and self-monitoring. People respond differently if they lose themselves in the crowd. Naturally, this can lead to repressed and harmful behavior.
We know that the internet can have myriad negative effects on our lives. Between the damage it can do to one's mental health and its erosion of our capacity for face-to-face communication. Our time online is quickly making our generation impatient, antisocial, and unhealthy. It can also be addictive, but we can't avoid it. Being online is absolutely necessary for living, working, and communicating with others. Conversations about boundaries on the internet range from ludicrous to antithetical. We are drawn to living out parts of our lives online because it seems like a limitless space where our minds exist and our bodies do not, where our voices can be heard far and wide as we physically remain in one place. While on the one hand, it can be wonderful, it's harder for us to create the necessary boundaries that make sure the internet safe, fulfilling, and healthy.
It's important to create limits in regards to who we follow, what sort of content we consume, and how much time we spend on the internet. First and foremost, they're necessary for our safety. As dangers like hacking and catfishing loom, it's imperative to set up barriers to protect our personal data and identity from strangers online, such as increasing our privacy settings or limiting the amount of personal information available on the internet. Aside from our safety, boundaries are necessary for maintaining good mental health. Research has indicated that spending too much time on the internet can be linked to heightened anxiety and that excessive social media usage could be linked with depression. A look into the science behind the manufacturing of our technology provides some insight into why this might be. Setting boundaries is important for any healthy, functioning relationship, not least our relationship with social media, but it's easier said than done. When the thing we need a break from is permanently attached to our palms. Maintaining a healthy relationship with social media is as much about creating boundaries for yourself as it is about creating boundaries with others. Not everything you experience has to be public facing and part of practicing self care and self preservation. Online is holding something back for yourself. Let go of the pressure to share every part of you with the internet. The constant distraction of notifications on your home screen can exacerbate anxiety and stress. Set aside a time slot to check in and reply to messages and allow yourself to permission to be unavailable. Even if it's only for an hour or a day, we don't know who needs to hear this, but you don't need to reply to every notification immediately.